Hello friends, welcome to Hello English. My name is Rupam and I welcome you to my channel. Words doesn't come to my mind when I start speaking in English. What to do? So today's lesson is all about this. We will find out the solution for this. Very easy and simple ways by which you can overcome this problem. In previous videos, we have discussed a lot about how to improve our English, how to improve our vocabulary, our fluency, how to develop our confidence in English, etc. So today's video is all about how to fix our mind, how to make our mind ready to speak in front of anyone without any confusion. So before we start, just a humble request. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Question is, why words doesn't come to my mind when I want to speak? So usually what happens is that whenever we try to speak in English, our mind gets confused. That confusion builds fear inside us. We get scared, and at that point of time we do not find words to speak, proper words to match what you want to express, which makes us upset, which makes us feel low, and finally what happens? We want to quit. But that is not the solution. So watch this video, you will get all the answers of your question. Now in simple word, if you ask me what to do for this, I would rather say you just keep practicing. But this is not the solution. There must be some concrete step and concrete measures which I am going to share with you now. And yes, definitely if you apply this in your life, you will find improvement. So first, let's address this issue. Then I will share with you two practical solutions for that. Now, when I am talking to you in English, okay, I have trained myself in such a way that I don't go out of words. I don't have to think twice before I talk. But this doesn't happen at one shot. It took a lot of time and a lot of patience as well. I need to practice a lot of things. And now whatever I am speaking, it is coming automatically from my mind. So how does this happen? The first solution for that is substitution rule. So let me be frank with you all. As a teacher, I have to face my students every day. So initially what used to happen is that proper words doesn't come to my mind. So when I have to talk to my students, I have to think twice, because it's an insult if I am unable to talk properly, if I am unable to express what I have to tell to my students at one shot. So I have to think twice. I have to pause, think and talk. But slowly, I started applying this formula, substitution formula. If I am unable to use that particular word, the proper word, I used to add a substitution for that. Just for an example, let me share with you. Suppose the word fabulous. What does the word fabulous means? It means wonderful. So, if that word is not coming to my mind, I can use the word wonderful. You are looking fabulous today. Instead of that, you can use, if this word is not coming to your mind, you are looking wonderful today. So try to replace words. It's not necessary that you speak that word only. No, you can use simple words in a simple way. If one word is not coming to your mind, just replace it with something different, something easy. Take one more example, furious. Now if I have to say, hey boy, don't be so furious. If I have to say the same thing to someone, if that word is not coming to my mind, I can simply say, hey boy, don't get so angry. So simple. I'm telling the same thing, I'm conveying the same message, but I'm using some other word. So we need to remember, in order to get the word instantly in our mind, we need a lot of practice. That will come with time and practice. But we cannot stop there. We always have a replacement for any word you take. Also, see, in our country, in India, we have so many languages. We are proud to say so. We have multiple numbers of languages in our country. But what happens here also is that, I'll tell you, when you go out in the market, you will be listening so many different languages at the same point of time. So the mind gets puzzled. If someone is new, he or she will be puzzled. My God, what language is this? My God, what he is speaking? In what language he is speaking? Suppose I'll tell you, if you are in Assam, if you go out, you will be at least hearing 4 different languages. Number 1, you will be finding Assamese language around you. Number 2, Bengali people will be there talking around you. Hindi is also common, and there are few who talks in English. So many a times many people gets puzzled. In that case also, we are unable to train our mind in one language, that is English. Because it's difficult, because you cannot speak in English all the time. You are listening different languages and you are unable to focus only on English. Now take the example of British people or Americans. If you go to America, UK or Australia or South Africa, majority of the population speaks English. In that case, what happens? Day in and day out, they get themselves involved with English language. Their talking, their conversation, their interviews, their shopping, everything is in English. So for them, it is not that difficult. However, we have to find opportunities everywhere. So the first rule is that find substitute. Don't get nervous. Don't feel shy. For every word, remember, there is a substitute. With that, we come to number 2 point. This will surely help you, and I want you to try in your life also. I have noticed many times that when I put myself in some serious condition or some difficult situation, my brain works better. I know I get extremely nervous if I have to speak to someone who knows only English, who can understand only English. So many a times, believe me, if I see someone, some foreigners who is around, I approach and I try to speak to them in English. My mind knows very well that no other language will work here, so it should be only English. So I used to talk to them. I used to make mistake. I can understand that. But at the same time, I learned so many things through them. So you can also try this. No need to talk to a foreigner. You can talk to anyone. If you find someone who knows only English and some other language which you don't know, talk to them. You can train your mind in a much better way. Believe me, as it worked for me, it will surely work for you. It is only because our mind gets alert. Our mind understands that you have no other option. You just have to be in English. So when you start speaking, slowly, you can replace one word with the other. If you run out of word, initially you may fumble, initially you may not get the appropriate word. But you see, it works as a magic. What used to happen, I'll share one live example with you. I'm a musician. Okay, initially when I started playing guitar and singing, I had that in my mind that I will also go and perform in the stage someday. In Bangalore, there are a lot of open mic. Open mic means you can go and you can perform. So one day I took my guitar, I went to one cafe. Believe me, I was waiting and I was watching musicians. They come, play 2 songs, go away. Another comes, they play and go away. I was standing with my guitar. I didn't have the courage. My mind was not ready that I have to go there, sit there, in front of the mic. I'll play the guitar and sing. But what happened, second day, first day I just went back home. I didn't have that courage. Second day again I went. Okay, I took out my guitar. I started playing. Believe me, I forgot most of the lyrics of the song. The first song which I sang was Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Many of you may know. I forgot most of the song, believe me. But at the end, I was surprised there were people who applaud for me, who clapped for me. Okay? It gave me motivation. I sang one more song. It was much better. So slowly, once we put ourselves in this type of difficult situation, we can learn a lot of things in life. So dear friends, I can motivate you, but final step you have to take. So what are the two things which we discussed today? One is you have to learn how to replace words. Secondly, put yourself in such a situation where the mind is not ready. You will learn a lot. Okay? See you again in the next video. God bless you.